I think Nuke. They can pick up some rounds. They can make things interesting, but I think Nemiga are probably going to take the map either way. And oh dear, look at those odds. Before you even get into the pistol round, you're facing down those odds.
Yeah. Yeah, as pointed out, heavy underdogs here, ETHEREAL, but who doesn't love a good underdog story?
Everybody does it. And, well, the pistol, a couple kills down for ETHEREAL, but yeah, they're going to try and fight back. And I say try as the operative word, as Speedak finds one, but is quickly taken down himself, leaving his teammates Box and Lollipop in a 2-on-4. USP's armor for both of them and ETHEREAL. They've slowed things down. They've taken control of the ramp room. They're just waiting now to see if Nemiga try and push forward, try and find some intel of their own. Because they still have a minute on the clock. There's no rush here. Have a bit of a leisurely pace. See if something's gifted here. And I mean, with Lollipop pushed in through Squeaky, Box is over in main. ETHEREAL now start to look towards this B site. There's nobody down there for Nemiga. They were hoping they might backtrack through the lobby towards the A site, but that gamble hasn't paid off for them. This B site is completely open for ETHEREAL, and now they are just edging the way slowly but surely in towards the site. 25 seconds on the clock. Time is getting a little thin, but they're not going to have any issues getting the plant down. But Nemiga, they'll hear these steps, they'll hear the bomb being planted, and they'll try their best to get something out this round. But a 2v4, it's going to be a difficult one. Box, spot out Robin, take him down. He's going to find a second as well. Now things are interested. Now things start to fall apart. But Kenzie will pick up the pieces and give ETHEREAL that first. That was very, very close.
You can say that again. A bit too close for comfort, perhaps, considering it's a 2-on-4 situation. Look at this here from Box. That's a brilliant shot. Finds the second as well. Lollipop helping out, but Kenzie, definitely the man of that round. He got the opening frag, and then he finds the final two. Big plays there from Kenzie to help them secure the round. But yeah, definitely a bit too dicey here for ETHEREAL, considering how the round started. I'm not wasting any time, though. They go quick for ramp aggression once again.
MDS just chilling behind the smoke. Here's the players around him. Deagle in hand has a couple plays for support, and he might try and strike, and MDS certainly does the Deagle. This is delightful. Big double for him on that pistol. Box will chime in with another, and it's all falling apart for ETHEREAL. It's only Passionoy who remains, and with a Galil in hand, he has to find 4. First one comes through, but as he pushes through the smoke, he may get found on the other side. Never mind. Takes down Box, and that is a low HP player. But MDS, he's watching this gap in the smoke. He's got the AK in his hands. And Passionoy may just walk into it, but Passionoy's ready for it himself. Can't quite get the shots. Puts MDS down low. But Nemiga, a huge fight there in ramp room to win.
Yeah, beautiful stuff from Nemiga, and we already see how their individual players are working to try and make this an easy victory for them. We saw them in the pistol round. Even though it was a 2-on-4 situation, they still managed to deal a good amount of damage and almost win it out. And here we see MDS landing some beautiful shots with the Desert Eagle and the rest of Nemiga chiming in to make sure that they get that force by victory. Beautiful stuff here from Nemiga early on. ETHEREAL did manage to secure the pistol, but Nemiga fighting back. The earliest chance they get.
I mentioned MDS in the pre-show and whether he can sort of stand up here tall for Nemiga, and a beautiful round comes through, and well, that certainly looks like he'll be able to stand up. See if he continues it though, because I mean they're only 2 rounds in, and Deagle's scout for Belchonok. ETHEREAL already down a man. Kenzie's Deagle. It shows it's no slouch either. Gets one on towards Box. Bit of panic there for Belchonok, but Kenzie's Deagle is finding kill after kill. That's free for him now. Looking for a lot. And actually taking a lot as well. Speedak takes the peek forwards, but with only 12 points of health, can't really commit to a fight. Needs to be careful of that Molotov near his feet. Kenzie's going to push forward, try and find another shot, but Belchonok will take the kill, and that leaves it all up towards MDS. A 1 versus 2. A Deagle, and now a Galil for Belchonok as he trades out his weapon. 25 seconds on the clock, though. This team needs to get moving. And MDS will get the first and the second. Another multi-kill for him, and this time he clutches out the round for his team.
That's absolutely brilliant here from MDS. High impact player in that round. The most impact in the round came from Kenzie. Makes good sense, seeing as he was wielding the Desert Eagle and hit some gnarly shots with it. But MDS holds his ground in towards Mini, shuts down 1 and 2 to finish off the round and secure another round on the board here for Nemiga. But again, a very close round, and honestly could have gone either way. All thanks to Kenzie, who landed some gnarly shots early on.
This should be a much more sedate round. Just unarmored pistols for the Ethereal side, and they are starting to get picked apart one by one. The Orb Speedak trying to tap away at heads. There goes Passionoy. And that leaves just 2, but the Orb doesn't have infinite ammo. It will run out at one point, and Speedak realizes that as he goes for the shots and runs out of that ammunition. But Belchonok, the last player alive, just 6 points of health, will get finished off in a pretty clean round there. Just one player going down, Jayo. For surviving for Nemiga is a nice little bit of a boost to their economy.
Definitely going to help them out to build up that economy, and they need that because the last couple of rounds have been very close. At least the previous round, only one player surviving, so they needed to get a pretty clean one here to be able to build up that economy for them. Ethereal now with full AK buy. They are lacking a bit of utility though. Don't have full utility, and that could potentially be an issue. Obviously, that must be their smokes, right? There are 4 smokes. Well, one of them for sure is Nemiga's, but the smokes didn't land where they were supposed to here for Ethereal.
Yeah, a little bit weird towards outside, but hopefully it won't matter too much. The only issue is if they were trying to run a play off the back of that, off the sort of denial of info towards outside that the Nemiga would have to deal with. This time, though, obviously there's huge gaps in those smokes, so quite a lot of information given Nemiga's way. They know that nobody's really pushed towards that yard or towards secret, so they're going to be able to focus on this upper site. And Speedak, he does connect an opening shot towards ramp, but not the kill found. Passionoy is down low. Robin, he's been able to find another kill for this Ethereal side as well, taking down a second player. That leaves Nemiga in a 3-on-5. And look at Passionoy and Robin's HP. They don't have much of it, but it's enough for the time being. As the Ethereal side with 20 seconds on the clock, they need to be careful. Another kill comes through for Belchonok. This time it's Lollipop who falls, and now it's all up to a Jayo. A 1 versus 5, and Belchonok, 4 kills in the round. He's gotten bored of this game already.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to rock it. Belchonok just checking every single angle. Even though he already cleared 2 players on the A-bomb side, he still checks the close box towards the squeaky door there. Checks every single angle, just make sure that he doesn't leave anything up to chance. Shuts down the opposition in a strong fashion. Nice little quad kill. The Ethereal, I mean, we mentioned it prior to heading into this one. It is a good match for them. They are already looking pretty savvy on it. They're not looking bad on it, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Pretty even so far. Obviously, Ethereal are on the sort of slightly less favoured T side. Nemiga will be hoping they can get a good assortment of rounds up on the defense. And into this one, pistols only for Nemiga, not really any armor either. But they've been able to go 1-for-1 with a push towards a radio room. Jayo Does get traded out by his teammate Speed. Passionoi could only find the one, and MDS now with that AK-47 going to commit even more damage as he takes down one. Speedax there to help him out with another. And Nemiga, they've secured themselves a 3-on-2, but they've lost the weapon that was in MDS's hands. It's going to be up to these pistols to try and close things down as Box has a bit of a look towards the yard, not going to find anything, and Zorte and Kensi, they're in towards Hell. Box has now spotted them out, but can't find the shots. It is a quick kill for Kensi. 30 seconds on the clock. What do they decide to do? Is it A or is it B? Players back in towards the ramp. That is Speedak, and he's collected that AK-47. Lollipop is in towards the A site. Needs to be careful. Doesn't want to go down early here. He's spotting intel. He's actually tagged down Zorte, and now he's tagged down himself, looking for the shots. Kensi will finish him off, and it's Speedak 1 versus 2. AK to use, but this Molotov is going to make things very difficult for him, unless, you know, it doesn't even pop. That means that he's very exposed on the side. Provide cover for his teammate. And ETHEREAL, they make it work in the end. A little bit dicey as Nemiga on just pistols get a few kills.
That's so interesting, though. I think the molly actually landed right above, like, in the opening of the ladder there, which is why it didn't set fire to the floor. I don't think I've seen that before. Maybe I have, and it just wasn't that pretty. I don't know. It could have helped him out massively in that situation, though. Like, in a 1-on-2, you have an AK. If he got a little bit lucky with the first frag there, he might have had the confidence to swing out wide and find the other guy as well. So, very, very close scenario in that round. And especially considering that Nemiga, as you pointed out, didn't really invest heavy into the round. They didn't even have Kevlar.
No. Now they have a lot of Kevlar and a lot of guns. Lollipop is just left with an MP9, but the rest of the team with an assortment of weaponry. Passionoi and Jayo trade damage early on. 2 players towards the garage, an interesting angle that Box will be able to find a kill from. Speedak with one as well towards the ramp, trying to back away towards safety. Careful of the player dropping down on his right, and that is Zorte, who will do exactly that. Nemiga, they still hold themselves a man advantage, but they need to be careful they don't give up too much here. Lollipop with the M4 is absolutely stunning. 2 quick kills, and MDS will close out the round. Guns out, Nemiga put another round on the board.
Odds still heavily favoring Nemiga for this one. It makes sense. They were favoring Nemiga going into this one. And seeing as it's not currently 7-0 in the favor of ETHEREAL, I think the odds are just going to continue to sway in the favor of Nemiga here. Something crazy needs to happen for those odds to shift, even just a little bit, honestly. Like, even if this map goes in the favor of ETHEREAL, those odds, I don't think they're going to be shifting that much.
No, but it'll provide a bit of comfort.
A little bit of a pat on the shoulder, Pat.
Yeah, Jayo hasn't found a kill yet. He's 0-3-7. Hopefully that doesn't go on for much longer. Maybe if he just shoots through the smoke here, would find one, but he won't. And instead, it's ETHEREAL who will pick up a couple kills. Only one of them traded out as they take control of that yard position. Jayo now goes aggressive in towards Squeak. He looks for kills towards the main lobby. Passionoi is positioned a little further in just to make sure that no one of these Nemiga players go for too much intel. Obviously, they've just cleared out the lobby, so that's pretty much all the intel they need, Nemiga. They know that they're not setting up for something towards the A site, at least not from this location, but Passionoi now makes his presence known as Lollipop does have a look for that extra intel, and now it's just up towards MDS and Jayo. With MDS already down on the lower site, ETHEREAL are going to head up towards A. And I think, if it gets planned today, it may just be Nemiga trying to save these 2 rifles. I doubt they'll go for much more.
That is sort of the play that makes the most sense currently. Jayo, if he is lucky to find a frag here, they might go for it, but he doesn't. And with that, gonna be all on MDS. He is. You pointed out he like whenever he shows up massively. So there is always that chance, but even so, even if he was feeling the best he's ever felt, you shouldn't go for this. There's just no reason to.
No, they know his position now. He is going to be hunted. Or maybe not, actually. Ethereal. They value their own economy, which is smart. You know, don't need to throw all our guns at this one player. They can have that AK for next round. Not going to have much around it. MBS could drop a rifle, keep the AK for himself, and they could get a few pistols, maybe one SMG for Speedak. They actually get an SMG on Jayo.
A bit of an interesting buy here for Nemiga. I'm not entirely sure if I necessarily agree with it, but obviously one thing that speaks in their favor here is that they are the favorites for this one, and they should, on all parameters, be better than Ethereal, and due to that, it sort of makes sense anyway. See how I just backtracked my own statement there? In a single sentence?
You did it pretty slick. Wouldn't have noticed if you didn't mention it.
Sometimes you just gotta, like, cover all ground, right? So, just make sure that you cover all angles as an analyst.
But both in and out of the game.
Yeah. That too.
Do you reckon they pick this round up, Nemiga?
There's obviously the chance. Like, Speedak, we've seen him already, how impactful he can be, and he's in a real good position here. The smoke's coming out indicates that they'll push down towards Speedak.
Ooh, that
Gas the smoke here as well. Box finds one sortie completely through the smoke. He lands a sick headshot onto Box. Now they're going to be moving their way back into the A-bomb side. Lollipop finds one of his own. Quick trade coming his way. Now all on MDS and Speedak.
They could attempt this one. Unless they want to carry the AK into the next round as well. But a nice kill from MDS helps to cement the chance as Speedak comes pushing forward as well. Deals with Zorte. Now 2-on-1, and Speedak's just going to close it down himself for the deagle. They actually close the round out.
That's ridiculous,
A
man.
little buy works. Very ridiculous. They'll carry a couple AKs forward as well.
So how that round set up is Ethereal was setting up for the smokes towards the outside, and they had all players there. They wanted to move down towards secret area. Then Bucks finds that one kill, he gets traded off, and due to them finding that trade, they know, okay, Mini is open. That means that we do have potential entry towards the A-bomb side. And they take that and run with it. And they do manage to find those entries. But yeah. Quick trades coming their way. And eventually Nemiga still managed to secure the victory in the round somehow.
Ooh. Velchonic, calm down, my son. Rampage, 2 quick kills there towards the yard. There is a couple in return from Lollipop, but Ethereal position themselves into a 3-on-2 here, back and forth rounds, unless these Nemiga players, MDS and Jayo, and get themselves a couple frags here, and I feel like most of it's going to be up to MDS. Jayo yet to find a frag this game, 0, 3, and 9, I believe it was. Not having a fun time so far. MDS definitely is. He's 8 and 3. So if you can find a couple kills, make things interesting. If Jayo just finds one, there we go. That's exactly what they needed. Gets himself on the board, builds maybe a bit of confidence for him, and leaves MDS with a much easier time. But no, MDS can't find the shot. Zorte is quick on the trigger, and careful with his aim as he takes the head off of MDS, and now just Jayo, 13 HP, a 1v2. And I mean, a dream, I guess, but down towards a lower sight. He needs to be careful he doesn't die to the bomb here, because I think if he stays where he is, he will die. But if he goes a bit further out, he should be all right.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird thing here on Nuke, because they changed the bomb radius. You all obviously all know that. It's quite some while ago, but in my honest opinion, I know it doesn't mean that much, but it is my opinion. They overdid it a little bit. So now you can actually, I think he would be fine. Like if he was just sitting on the ramp area, you can stay relatively close to the bomb without taking any damage, which is kind of ridiculous if you ask me. You can sit on the same bomb site as the bomb and barely take any damage at all, even if there's nothing between you and the bomb. So yeah, I don't know. In my opinion, that they overdid it a little bit. You can easily hide down towards the B bomb site now, and I think the initial intent on this map was that if the bomb gets planted, both bomb sites are unsafe. Like, you can't hide on either of the bomb sites and save your weapon. That is actually possible now, though. I think it's fun. Like, if they did something in between the two, I think that would have been perfect. Because it used to be that you could only really hold on to your weapon in T-spawn or CT spawn. That was a little bit ridiculous as well, because you always knew that your opponents were hiding in CT or in T-spawn.
Yeah, because sort of especially if the bomb's sort of B site, the only way you'd be able to escape would be to run, like, for example, if you're trying to push in from ramp, you'd have to go all the way through ramp and then out to either radio to lobby or hell to sort of CT spawn and try and save that way. So it was a very long run and made saving very difficult. But yeah, as you say, maybe a little bit overdone. Speedak finding one on the scout as Jayo starts to pick up a bit more confidence. A quick double for him as he goes on the flank, and he's aware of that player, or aware of the possibility, and he's going to find the kill as well. That's the third for him. He's looking for the fourth. We'll tag down Zorte low. And he's left in a 1 versus 3 now. Tries to drop down. MDS is ready for him, and a great round from Jayo there towards outside.
Yeah, that's absolutely brilliant. So we have that smoke up close, which allows him to sneak his way forward. And as soon as he hears the player whose job it actually is to watch for that push, as soon as he hears that player making a move over towards the red container, jumping down actually over towards the red container, he pounces. Like, he moves in behind them, so calm and collected on those kills as well, not going for the wild spray down as we see some players do. Very calm and collected burst action to find both of the kills. Ends up with a nice little array of fragments. Belchinok!
Nice attempt. He gets the dink, but it is the kill that went the way of Box. Unfortunately for the Nemiga side, it's been followed up by a few kills from ETHEREAL, and they sit themselves in a 3-on-2. And Robin and Zorte are very low on HP. It's up to MDS and Jayo to try and close out the round for Nemiga. And with a nice goal from Jayo looking for more. He's just been unleashed, hasn't he? Robin. It's now all that remains for ETHEREAL. It was a nice situation for them, but not anymore. MDS will close it down. Great work for Nemiga as they start to produce a bit of a lead now on the CT side.
I just want to preface this by saying it's a joke, but it kind of feels like Jayo, it kind of feels like he hurt you or something. Because you mentioned he hasn't gotten a kill yet, and then all of a sudden he just steps up massively. Like in 2-3 rounds. Pretty sick stuff from Jayo.
Yeah.
And the rest of the team are playing great Counter-Strike as well.
Yeah. Yeah, ever since Jayo started getting kills, they've been fighting rounds. Perfect. I think that's 5 kills in 2 rounds now for him, so good work. And Speedak in position with the AWP from heaven, looking down towards the yard, looking to find any miscreants moving in that direction, and he will indeed get said miscreant. Robin to fall early. It is just pistols for ETHEREAL, but a bit of damage done towards MDS. He needs to try and stand his ground towards a ramp. He needs support from his teammate. That is Speedak who comes in to help. That has allowed a little bit of space towards outside, but Box is finding kills, and it's just Belchonok who remains a 1 versus 5 with a Glock. The default Glock as well. No skin for him, no wins for him. It's 8 on the board.
I hear that I'm not the only one who can do bad puns and dad jokes and all that.
It's a sacred art.
Sure is. Either way, Nemiga. Well, ETHEREAL actually, first of all, they managed to make this an interesting first half. It was incredibly neck and neck the entire way through the first 10 rounds. Now Nemiga, they've sort of pushed their way forward, like with elbows out and all that good stuff, making sure that they take the lead here at halftime. Now the question is, will ETHEREAL be able to find another round? Maybe two? If they manage to find another round, I think they can be happy with that. If they manage to find two, I think they can be almost ecstatic with that. 8-7 is a
Yeah,
real good halftime score for the T side.
whether they can find a round relies a lot on this next round.
Yeah.
If they can pick up this one, they have a good. Well, obviously they'll have 6, but they'll then actually have a pretty decent chance for 7. Nemiga's economy isn't in the best of states, so they'll have a pretty decent buy through. Maybe a couple FAMASs in there to get a bit of extra utility for Nemiga. But yeah, if ETHEREAL don't actually pick up this one, it's unlikely they find a 6th at the end. It'll probably be a 10-5 half.
I think you're right. If this one goes in the favor of Nemiga, I don't think there's much of a chance for ETHEREAL to bring this one back and find any more rounds for this half. Real quick, I just want to point out that Kenzie and Sorta, they've both been key players for ETHEREAL's 5 rounds on the board. Belchinok had a few really strong rounds as well, but I think both of those actually went in the favor of Nemiga regardless.
Nice opening. Pashnoi is able to spray down Jayo through the smoke, and the player who's been starting to step up for Nemiga in these past couple of rounds is now out of action. And ETHEREAL, they hold themselves a man advantage. A good start to the round, a minute 10 still on the clock to play with as well, so they've got plenty of time to dwindle down and sort of deliberate a plan of action for this round, but maybe a little bit less now as MDS has secured himself a quick kill towards the radio room, trying to hold their advance in that direction, and is able to get out of there as live as well as Passionoi. Look at this position. Over towards a ramp. He snuck his way through the B bomb site. Is anybody going to be watching for him? MDS certainly isn't, and he takes him down. Passionoi trying to find a little bit more, trying to dance with death towards a player over on that hell position. And look at Robin as well. He's got himself down the sneak step. Almost catches Box trying to go down there, but Zorte will find him instead. And now it's up towards Lollipop and Speedak. And as Lollipop tries to drop down, he drops down into the crosshairs of Robin, and Speedak's the only player alive. Probably just saves this up and to give them a decent buy for this next round. Nice kill to find as well.
What is a little bit interesting about this round is that the round victory actually comes mostly from positioning here from ETHEREAL. Had a player pushing down through the B bomb site, moving up on ramp and finding that frag helps them out massively, allows them to push down towards the B bomb site. Then another player, Robin, his positioning was really good as well. Right hot on the heels on his opponent, and giving that information over to his teammates while just holding the drop down and vents portion. Very strong round here for ETHEREAL, picking up those 6. And Nemiga, they still have the money to potentially make this a 9th for them. But regardless, I think this is a really good half for ETHEREAL. Excuse me, ETHEREAL.
Yeah. Especially taking away that gun at the end of the last round, that the AWP, that's had to be rebought by Nemiga. Box had quite a bit of cash and did drop it over towards Speedak, but it limits a lot of the utility that they can bring into this round, both for Speedak and for Box, as they're both left with pretty much nothing. Box as a smoke, Speedak has absolutely no utility. So Nemiga, very light. Robin will, in the last round of the half, purchase himself some dual Berettas up to go alongside his AK-47. It's the full buy versus full buy, but with an early kill going the way of Beltronic. Ethereal. They need to close this one down, give themselves a 7th, and as you say, it looks like a pretty decent half for Ethereal, whether they get this one or not.
In my honest opinion, not bad at all.
Yeah, they could actually have a chance of picking up the map if they can continue this, because Pachanoy, he's found himself another kill. Things looking grim for Nemiga in this round, with Jayo and Box both gone. It's going to need individuals to step up for Nemiga to find some multi-kills, and with 2 of them down towards the B site, ensuring that that location is secure. It leaves Lollipop up towards the A site, and he's going to be under a lot of threat in a moment. He's going to be under a lot of pressure. He has 11 kills to his name. Needs to rack up a couple more here as they push forward. He can certainly get one. There goes Beltronic. Can he find a second? Yes, that is exactly what Nemiga needed. He even gets a 3rd, and now Speedak comes in for support. Huge frags from Lollipop, and it's all over in the round. Speedak will close it down. 9th at the final whistle there for Nemiga. We'll be going to a very short break now.
If it's a problem, then we really ready. Yeah, honey with me and we for the war. My heart is formed and my vision deadly. I've been dialing in my sights, see it 2020.
I don't want your empathy, I just want another enemy. I'm not gonna change a thing for you. I'm over middle ground, and I really wanna burn it down. I'm not your friend, and I won't pretend I am. So don't reach out, and I mean that. I'm under siege, and I need you to see that. You're on one side, I'm on another, and we will wage war upon each other. I'm no angel, you're not either. I'm at a fever pitch, you're at a leisurely pace. I'm unscathed, I'm unafraid. A warm welcome to the war game.
Welcome to the war game.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second half between Nemiga and ETHEREAL here at the first map in their best of 3. It's Nuke, it's chosen by ETHEREAL. They played pretty well for the first half, but the odds are still ever in the favor of Nemiga. Makes sense, they are the favorites for this one. But can they show it here on their T-side? Robin! Oh my god!
Blinky, you miss
P2K
it.
out in full force. That's insane.
Yeah, this replay is needed because I feel like not many people will have seen it. Oh, it was gone before you even knew, and great work. That'll help ETHEREAL close in a little bit further to this Nemiga side. 9-7 still with Nemiga in the lead, but they need to get this T side going pretty shortly for fear of ETHEREAL really racking up too many rounds and building up a decent economy behind them. As if this round goes cleanly for ETHEREAL, they'll have themselves a nice old economy. And then they can run a bit of a bonus round, you know, try and put up as much as they can. These couple MP9s, if they're able to find multi-kills, that's going to be quite a lot of cash coming in towards the ETHEREAL bank accounts. It's $600 per kill. So what's a not going to be able to spot Box, who's able to sneak his way around the corner, keeping his head down. He's all the way to decon now, and the only issue is that means the door needs to be opened. Is there going to be any sneaky business from Nemiga to try and time it with the squeaky door? Looks like they are getting Lollipop into position to do that. There we go. Yeah, I've seen it before, but I feel like ETHEREAL are still aware of the situation and aware of the possibility. Is yeah, there we go. Zorte finds him. And I mean, an attempt. But this should just be ETHEREAL closing down now. Robin will get himself a triple. As ETHEREAL find 8.
Yeah, as you pointed out, like the squeaky timing with decontamination is not something new. It's something we've seen many times before, in fact. But it's not a smart play, in my opinion. And
yeah,
I always get happy when I see it done, because it really gives you a real good opportunity of having that lurk player from the B bomb side causing havoc in the round. So good on them for going for it at least, and it shows that they know what they're doing here on the map. So that's a good sign.
Lollipop. He's already down on 20 HP. That's not good. That is not good at all for the Nemiga side. ETHEREAL, they're running their weapons from the previous round still. Well, they've been able to switch out one of those SMGs, get an extra rifle up, and I mean, Beltronic's still going to roll with his MP9. As Nemiga, they have 5 AK-47s and the smoke wall to land outside. Start pushing forward. Kenzie is trying to view up on top of the smoke. He does drop down and trying to find the angle. He gets one, but Box is quick on the trade. Has been able to push past that angle already. And now, a 4-on-4, Beltronic has to drop himself down from that ramp to try and consolidate this B site. I'm not sure if he was spotted there as he opened the doors. I'm not sure if he was able to get round the corner in time. Either way, he's not to find a kill. So MDS will trade him out. Speed has fallen. And Lollipop, MDS are just finding everything here. Huge kills to come through, and it leaves it all up towards Robin, who's been able to find multi-kills galore so far on this CT side. This one may be a stretch too far for him, though. A 1 versus 3. Probably just saves the rifle here.
Go for another triple kill, please. 9 kills in 3 rounds. Do it. Nah, you're absolutely right, Dan. There's no reason to go for it in a situation like this, because as you can see on the right-hand side, Salty is very limited in his economy. Holding onto this weapon allows Salty to get a weapon for the next round as well, so makes perfect sense that he just backs off. It is the exact right thing to do in a situation like this. You don't even want to sit too close and try and hold off for exit frags. You just want to get out of there and make sure you hold onto your weapon. So good on Robin on that, at least.
Hooray for Robin.
Hooray for the double digits here for Nemiga. 10-8. Still a lot closer than I thought it was going to be going into this one. Honestly, like ETHEREAL, they're already pushing double digits, and I wasn't expecting them to get double digits here on Nuke, I must admit. Maybe I gave them a bit too little credit on this map.
Certainly no slouches, as they're proving here. Well, that's unfortunate. The say that. It's a quick triplet, quadruplet of kills. And Nemiga, they find 11 before you can even start play-by-play. Oh dear, just Zortate, who's trying to hold on to an AUG, an AUG. Hoping that they don't find him, but as they smoke closer and closer, it's like a creeping barrage. And there's the nade that comes in as well. He hasn't spotted out. He's trying to stay alive, but it's a clean round for Nemiga. 11 on the board and no saving for ETHEREAL at all.
Very good teamwork on that chase as well. So first they throw that smoke down very, very deep, which denies him vision of anyone. Then they throw a nade towards the position where he could be sitting. Turns out he was sitting exactly there, so he's forced to back off. Then the flashbang, good timing on that as well. And 3 players pushing in at the exact same time. Nemiga, they're done. They're done playing games. They want to get this done and dusted and send us over to map 2, it seems.
Go on, Robin. Get a kill with the Zeus. Do it. No! So little... Or so much anticipation for so little reward. The Nemiga, they're just going to clean up this one against the unarmored pistols. Should be a 12th. And I was going to mention last round, Jayo, after having those couple multi-kill rounds, has dropped off towards the end again and into the start of the second half. He does find another kill last round. We'll be hoping he can find some more before the game is out. I think he's on 7 at the moment, so... I mean, he's not needing to find lots of kills at the moment. His team are doing plenty. As Box finds another. And another. These are just Zortate, all in his lonesome, USP in hand, and 1 versus 5.
He's super far away as well, out towards the big garage. Creeping his way a little bit forward towards the end there to try and see if he could get lucky, but obviously didn't want to overextend. There was no reason to hold on to the USP here, but at the other, on the other hand, there's no reason to give that kill away to your opponent. If you're losing your life to someone on an AK, it doesn't matter all that much. It's not like they get a massive economic advantage from killing you, but it's also about the morale and the... I guess if you die to someone who's already having a good game, his confidence is just going to get boosted more and more, and he's going to be feeling it completely. Loving this molly.
Loving all the utility towards 8. Looking pretty good. There is a bit of a gap in that smoke, though, for the smoke wall. I mean, luckily there's nobody watching it, because as it fades, are still creeping across. So, I mean, ETHEREAL could have had a chance for a kill or 2 there if they were holding that cross, but instead they'll leave Zortate over down towards the B site. He does open the double doors to fake that he's moved in towards the site rather than to the other side as that Molotov comes through. They're going to flash it anyway to clear the angle, which is good, but they actually aren't going to peek along with that flash, surprisingly. I think maybe they're trying to bait out some shots, try and find intel, but nothing will be given up by Zorte as now they start to push around the corner. He gets 1, and now he has support from his teammate Belchonok, who will find a second. They both take a lot of damage, but it's the kills that matter, and Kenzie will find another, leaving it all up for Jayo and Boxes. Trying to find the shot. Jayo does get it, but a dink in return leaves him feeling a little unwell. But with Box for support, they have been able to at least bring it into just a 1-man disadvantage, so they found a couple kills. Even if they don't win out the round here, which it doesn't look likely with only 13 seconds on the clock and the bomb needing to be recovered as they start to progress in towards this B site. They need to get that bomb planted, and, well, they're not going to be able to. As Belchonok, 3 kills for him in the round. He'll take them both down. Give ETHEREAL a 9th, but a couple kills found at least for Nemiga does ensure that the economy isn't able to skyrocket early on.
Yeah, good point, well made. A couple of frags going through for Nemiga is pretty much all they could hope for in that scenario. They managed to get those frags, and that's pretty important. But yeah, you pointed it out very well in that scenario as well, where they threw the molly, and he decides to open the door to try and bait that he's moved in towards the bomb site. They still check it though, so again, good on Nemiga for covering all the angles, but that was a smart
Another-
play, trying to mind game his opponent.
Another note on that as well, sorry, is that it not only forces them to think he may have gone left, but it also forces them to have to watch that angle as well as they peek around the corner. They have to split their attention, whereas if the door was closed, it's basically like there's a wall there. They don't need to worry about somebody being in, like, don't need to worry about checking that left side angle, because there's nobody able to have a sight line from that angle if the door's closed. So if it was closed, they'd be able to double peek that angle, probably trade the kill at least. Whereas they have to sort of peek facing each other, the Nemiga players. So one player's looking towards the door, the other's looking towards the corridor, which is just a little interesting note on that. But into the next round was only 50 seconds of it. This has been a slow build up to this one. Nemiga taking a bit of control towards the yard. Kenzie is in towards lane. Is he going to get taken down? He will get traded at least, as the kills come through for the ethereal side. They're finding almost everything. Lollipop, a huge 2k though. Maybe not the 21k as his name suggests, but Belchonic and Zorte, the last two alive. 25 seconds on the clock, and Lollipop will get that bomb down. And I said, maybe not the 21k. He's only a couple kills off that for the game as he dunks down Belchonic low. Down to 40 HP as he climbs his way up that ladder towards heaven, and now a 2v2. The position of Belchonic is known. Lollipop's going to be watching that to ensure that his teammate over towards the CT vent is safe, and the speed that's providing support for his teammate as well. York finds both of those kills. And Nemiga find 13. Great stuff from Lollipop, though.
Yeah, I agree entirely. Lollipop, good control on the aggression there. Beautiful stuff once again. Nemiga just playing real well together. Making sure that they check the angles. This time around, I believe it was Kenzie who was sitting at CT vent. Actually gets a frag. No, it was Robin. Never mind. It was Robin. Actually managed to catch a frag and sit in a pretty good position to potentially find a little bit more. But he got traded out immediately. Nemiga picking up the 13. Sitting in a pretty comfortable spot right now, Nemiga.
Oof. Nice shot from Zorte. But with pistols, it's not really a round. It's the Ethereal we're hoping to win, just trying to find a little bit of damage. They do take down Jayo and sit in a one-man disadvantage right now. Should be a 14th for Nemiga here, unless something spectacular comes through from one or multiple of these Ethereal players. I mean, Kenzie with the Deagle, seeing what he's capable of, can certainly find multiple kills with that weapon, and Nemiga needs to be mindful of that fact. As Robin sits with a P250 on that A site. There's Kenzie right now. He's down towards B. Probably not going to get a chance to catch players on the entry in. Might have to make that Deagle work on a retake if the situation allows. But actually, they start to move towards a ramp, and Kenzie is in a perfect position. Crossfire with his teammate Belchonic. They can find kills. Kenzie gets one, looking for more. All of his teammates are dead. It's him against the world, and he's still trying to find damage. There's a second kill. They need to take him down, and finally, Box will deal with him. But 2 kills found. As I say, he's more than capable of multi-kills on that weapon.
So again, Ethereal managed to deal some economic damage to Nemiga. The problem here is that Nemiga have had pretty good control of the economy on their T side the entire way through. So it's been tough for Ethereal to find much success here on their CT side. They've been closed down pretty much every single time that they've gotten close to finding something. I said they were pushing double digits. I said that quite a while ago when it was 10-8 in the favor of Nemiga, but they're still pushing double digits. And the question is, will they continue to push it, or will they eventually land on it? I don't know, man.
Ooh.
It's rough at this point for Ethereal.
They need to do it here.
The economy is... Yeah, exactly. The economy is so good for Nemiga. If they lose this round, Nemiga will still be able to buy up. Ethereal, if they lose this round, they'll probably be out of this map.
Yeah. And out of the game as well, most likely, with,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's... Let me just double check.
Inferno.
It's Inferno. Yeah, that's the one. I was just making sure in my head it wasn't Overpass.
Yeah, it could have been, because Overpass is a really good map for the Nemiga, so that would have made sense.
Yeah. Yeah. But if Ethereal don't pick up the round here, double digits will seem like a bit of a fantasy. As they're just not going to have the cash to go for another big attempt around and spam from the vents to try and catch a player on the catwalk. A little booty sticking out the smoke there as well. MDS spots it, almost shoots it. Realizes it's his teammates, he can spot that ass from a mile away. See that? Box, they're finding kills, and the Ethereal side there finding defeat. Passionoid needs to try and push in, does find one, but Jayo is quick on the trade, and that was his second kill of the round, Passionoid, but his teammates just can't find anything themselves. Robin and Kenzie, the last two alive, are 2 versus 3. Kenzie's going to be working his way slowly in towards a ramp position, and he gets one on towards box. That gives an access point, but Jayo will deny the other side as Robin falls. It's now a 1 versus 2, and Kenzie's time is running out. He has a kit, but it's just not enough time. He'll save the AUG. It'll be 15 for Nemiga. This AUG is going to come in use next round. This is difficult.
Kenzie realizes pretty quickly that a 1-on-2 situation is not favorable at all, ever. And obviously, as you pointed out, they need some sort of firepower in this round, because it is potential to be the final round here on Nuke. They need everything they got. They need to push it all forward. It's all in or bust at this point here for ETHEREAL. And it's
All it doesn't
the firepower
look too good.
yeah, the firepower is barely there.
Ooh, okay. 2-man push towards Radio gets a 2-man kill. He survived on 1 HP. Belchonic. Actually, Kenzie going down. As Nemiga at least find 1 in return. Jayo down on low HP as well. Needs to be careful. I think to try and even things up. Lollipop having the chance to have a little bit of a dicey death, but Robin over the top of Hut will quickly eliminate that chance as the MP9 guns him down at close range. Speedak really needs to try and find an opening here if they want to close the game down here, but Ethereal, they're looking for 10. They might just do it here. They might just do it. And Jayo, he has the right idea. He actually takes down Robin through the vents. He gets the kill. Robin steps forward into the crosshairs of Jayo. Jayo was shooting a little bit too far forwards, and now Speedak trying to push out of the hut. He's going to drop a smoke towards main, a Molotov towards lobby to cover his back. And he's going to get that bomb planted. But with his teammate going down, he'll get off the bomb plant to take him in return. And he tried to go for the peek on the last 2 players, but they're pushing forward together. And Ethereal, they do find a 10th. A little bit dicey, though.
That's a real nice shot there from Jayo, and then like to get off the bomb in that scenario and find the frag on the player who just killed your teammate is pretty good stuff as well. Very well played from the final couple of players there from ETHEREAL, though, that they stuck together. Had one player continue to push above and the other one on the opposite side above or even jump down, that would have given him 2 1-on-1 situations and would have made it possible for him to clutch it out. Belchonot using the edge of his screen there to see the gap, see when anyone was crossing. Something that we see all the time on Inferno, actually, over towards Arches.
I mean, you have a pretty decent buy here. We'll get the 4 AKs, the AWP for Speedak through. But it's Ethereal, who still maintain a lot of control right now. Smokes towards outside come through for Nemiga. It's interesting that their second smoke lands so late compared to the first, or rather, I guess the first smokes lands so late compared to the second, technically.
I know what you're trying to say.
Because usually you'd want them either drop at the same time or even just the first one slightly before the second. So perhaps the first one's sort of fading as you're already sort of passing the second one. It's interesting though, but maybe just need to adjust their timings a little bit for that one, Nemiga. Robin is able to find one. A quick trade from the T side though, and Passionoi. Oh, this is exceptional. Gets one from the squeaky position, but he commits to the fight, and Lollipop, well, he will get traded out by his teammate Speedax. 7 seconds on the clock. They'll get the bomb planted. Belchonok's going to try and push in through the hut. And this is for Ethereal to try and stay alive. It's 3-on-3. And Speedax going to leave it in a 3-on-2. The AWP is pretty proficient, you'd say. Definitely, he's used to that weapon. And Daughter's going to try and take him off it. A lovely shot, the one to Gio, and with Speedax just on 2 HP, Kenzie will take him down. It's all up towards Box, who will take one of these last 2 Ethereal players, and it's going to be a stick. Kenzie's actually pulled off it by the spray, and Box commits to the fight. But Kenzie will get the defuse, as you say. He has a kit, he has the time, and Ethereal have 11. They'll just about stay alive. A 2v3 works about for them.
I was sitting here getting all ready for camera and everything, and we have another round at the very least. Potentially even more than that, because the money is not great any longer here for Nemiga. A bit interesting is that Box, I think that was actually a misbuy from Box. Because he had a good amount of money, so I think he forgot to check whether or not his teammates had a lot of money as well. You typically don't want to go for a hero by this late into the game.
No. Especially when he dies instantly. That's the AK gone in a very difficult to recover position. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Nemiga, what are you doing? This is not enjoyable to watch anymore. I don't like money misplays. Do Nemiga buy open the next round? Because, I mean, they've lost this round already, pretty much. I mean, it's just pistols now, but...
It depends entirely on how...
too soon yet again.
It might be.
This cannot be the way Nemiga wins. Please do not let this be the way Nemiga wins, Ethereal. I won't be able to deal with it. Gio finds another. It's all up towards Robin. He's able to stay alive. He's taking a lot of damage, though, and it's Gio 1 versus 1. He has an AWP. He has armor. He's going to head up towards that A site. Robin's going to try and race him there. He misses the jump into the vent, though, and actually isn't committing too quickly to the push. Gio's going to go for a very risky plant, in fact. Robin doesn't quite tell which side it is for a moment. But as Gio gets the plant, he's actually going to fall back to behind the silos. And Robin, why has he shot the gun? That gives his position up. Now Gio knows exactly where he is. Robin's going to try and deploy a smoke. Gio's going to push around the corner. Oh, he gets it through the smoke. And Gio, he'll do it out with a pistol. And Nemiga, they win it